In this video, I tried to turn Belarus into a global power. Could I survive and achieve my goals? Watch the video to see. Here we are, back in the world of Hearts of Iron 4. Now, as you may be able to see from this country menu here, there's one country that really isn't like the rest of them. So if you haven't figured it out, that's who we'll be playing today for my 5,000 subscriber special. Since my first video was Ukraine, I figured Belarus was a great option to do my 5,000 subscriber special. I am going to leave Iron Man mode off just in case this mod breaks. We'll keep historical AI on and we'll just hop right on into it. Alright, here we are in Belarus and we have a wall of text to greet us, so I'm guessing this is a bit of the lore of the mod. So if you want to read that, go ahead and pause the video right now. And if you want to see the current situation, you can pause it here too. So we in Belarus have broken free from the Soviet Union. We start out with 11 divisions, which don't seem very equipped, but okay. And we have 3 factories, none of which are mills. So yeah, we have 0 military production, so I don't know what they were making here. So we do have a bit of a focus tree here. I found this mod on the workshop, and if you can believe it, it was one of the only mods that shows up when you look up Belarus. We do need to start with the elections 1936, so let's do that focus. Alright, so I'm going to read through these trees and figure out what I want to do. I think I'd like to go democratic today, so we'll see what happens there. Okay, the beginning of the election campaign. So we get election decisions, and we get different popularity for supporting each one. Okay, we have no political power to do any of these right now, so looks like maybe we can get some expansion down here, or should we work on our economy? See, I'm curious to know what this Minsk Conference is. I wanna get down to that. So let's do foreign policy development for some political power. And our spirits are so bad here in Belarus. We have political stagnation, the beginning of a professional army, which may seem good if we're on the defense, but not very good. We have the lack of economic reforms, effects of the War of Independence, and a peace treaty in Vilnius. So we really need to fix a lot of these spirits. And this mod is outdated before it got to Damarung, so the Germans have their old focus tree. Look at how beautiful it is. The elections have been disrupted. The people of Belarus cannot produce a unified result. Okay, so maybe I didn't do enough of the decisions. Democratic sports. Civil war. Okay, we're in a civil war now. And our focus tree is gone. Okay, our focus tree is gone and replaced with these 3 focuses. We get some spawn-in divisions. Let's see if hopefully we can just snake around them. They probably get troops as well. Okay, there we go. We snaked in behind them and ended the civil war. So let's do end of bloodshed, and it says it has no effect, but I have a feeling it does have an effect. And we have a dog in our cabinet, Morty. Maybe this is the mod developer's dog, I have no idea. And we are now led by the people and faith of Belarusians. End of bloodshed. Okay, we actually do. We do get, okay, the military junta we are now ruled by. Okay, actually we do have quite a bit of a path. Now, I wanted to go democratic, but looks like we are going the military junta path. On the left here, it looks like we could reform the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth. On the right, it looks like we're more of a Slavic empire. We fight the Soviets. So I think I want to go to the right then. There, now that we have political stagnation gone, I want to keep going down to here. Diplomacy in the Baltics. Maybe we can get a few of these guys for free. Okay, gets event Belarus asking for the division of Poland. Okay, so maybe we will get our Polish cores from going down here. My new headset just arrived as I was recording that last segment, so I'm doing a unboxing right now, and you may notice my voice change quality here. These are the most noise-canceling headphones I've ever put on. I really hope my voice is sounding crisp right now. Lithuania has accepted our goals, so now we can do the Minsk Conference. Unlocks the Minsk Conference decisions. Okay, so we might be able to get some of our cores from Poland back. And if this goes awry, let's get the army on the border with Poland as well. Political power enjoyers rejoice. We have Yan and Morty both giving us 15% political power gain. Even with the lack of economic reforms, we're still getting 1.33 a day. Okay, conference is underway. Looks like we can influence different lands. I guess we'll start with this place that's closest to us. Oh yeah, we can only do one at a time. I think we should probably get some mills because we're still sitting at 0. So we'll head down to the 4-year plan, which gives us 10% construction speed for days. Yeah, it doesn't say how many days, but I'm assuming for 4 years. The anti-Comintern Pact. You know what? I think I will join that. I would like to sort of buddy-buddy with the Germans, but it looks like we have only gotten control of 3 out of 5 states. They don't have any influence over any. Let's see what happens with this decision as our 4-year plan ends. So yeah, we can do a economic reform. I think that is paramount. We get working on that, so let's do that. And we'll see what the polls say. The success of the Minsk Conference. Okay, so do we get those states? That will look ugly. Victory for our diplomacy. No, we actually get all of it. Okay. We have like doubled our country in size, and we now have like, what, is that all of our cores? No, we do have Bialystok as a core state. Yeah, there were actually no mills or anything in this land, just manpower. We have some 4-year plan decisions as well, so I might look to take a few of these. I think we should first grab 4 mills, so let's invest in our infrastructure, then we will reform of the Belarusian military-industrial complex. Yes, we love a overpowered industry tree. I'm already up to 15 factories. Remember, we started with 3. I love how broken this spirit is. We just get a flat 20% research speed boost. And we're grabbing another research slot right here. We are going to be a pure technocracy here in Belarus. I'd say it's time we do just a little bit of expansion. Let's leave power in the hands of the military, which gives us some more insane buffs to stability and war support. And then we'll do sea ambitions for a war goal against Lithuania. Before the Germans get any ideas, let's enter Bialystok and demand it from the Poles. I hope this doesn't put us at war with them. Okay, that focus completed, and we just straight up got Bialystok from them. So it looks like they've accepted, and we got a civ and another one of our cores. Very nice. We have carved out a very nice little country for ourselves here. Let's keep industrializing for now. I mean, it's only August 38. We have 25 factories now. Alright, Germany has demanded memo from us, and yeah, we will gladly let them take it. I don't want to anger them, and I would like to join them at some point, so yeah. The Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact was just signed, so the Soviets will get a larger border with us, or at least I wonder if that will even work with all the new states that the mod developers added. Poland has refused German demands, and there we go. World War II has kicked off. We are still training up a ton of new divisions. Not a ton, I mean, we have 2 more in training. But we do have a full army out. Alright, I've done so much industrializing that the whole of Europe is now controlled by the Axis. Let's do a reform of the armed forces of Belarus, and we'll sort of leave this stuff for later when the Germans go in on the Russians. Well, the Soviets are justifying on us. It will take them 150 days to do so. That is worrying. I do have 24 divisions in training. And I guess, yeah, the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact must be broken. So let's release Lithuania as a puppet, retain states with our core. That way we don't have to worry about the Soviets through this whole area. We have a smaller front line with them. We now have Belarusian Lithuania as a puppet of us. Why does Hungary just own this random part of Ukraine? I wonder if this is another one of those broken things with all the new states they added. Yeah, but Hungary owns that. Maybe it was broken from the Transylvania thing. I wonder if anything else is like that around the globe. Well, here they come. They have declared war on us. They don't have too much on our border right now, but that could change at any moment because, yeah, they have up to 347 divisions. I did start to produce some fighters, but we only have 18 Minsk Tigers out, so we'll just hold off on deploying them for now. There we go. We've taken a few tiles of the Soviet Union here in Starodub. We are still just sitting here, and look at the amount of casualties we're inflicting. The Soviets are up to 400,000, and we have only taken 15,000. We are just chilling at our line. They cannot push us. And we are finally getting rid of the effects of the War of Independence. We are losing trains so much from enemy bombing, so let's get our 60 Minsk Tigers on interception, and we are doing quite well. We haven't lost a plane yet, as far as I know. And Trotsky has survived the assassination attempt. Take that, Stalin. You can't do anything right. We are very much starting to run into supply issues because the Soviets are relentlessly bombing. Alright, this is the first full Soviet offensive I've seen. As in, they are attacking everywhere, and mostly green bubbles. Actually, all green bubbles. I'm very happy about that. Alright, and now we are White Russia, and we do have the modern-day Russian flag. And now we will develop the White Guard, and then I think we can, yeah, do diversion in the Soviet Union. So we'll head down these 2 focuses, and then see what this is all about. We fully have 0 trains, so I just imagine there are several Belarusian men just running supply to the lines. And you know what? It paints a nice visual for me. And a quick casualties check. These Soviets have, let's see, wait for it. now taken 1 million casualties to us, and we've only lost 31,000. Alright, I would like to make a small offensive to Smolensk, hopefully encircling these 3 divisions here. Offensive successful. We have captured Smolensk. In this development of the White Guard focus, I didn't realize it gives us this pure busted national spirit. And we can finally do diversions in the USSR, changing their popularity of non-aligned. Alright, I'm gonna try the Great Baltic Offensive and cut off all of these Soviet troops on our puppet. Alright, this diversions in the USSR focus is done. Okay, so we could get hybrid war. It looks like they'll get into a civil war through this path, or we can get this event, which I'm not sure what it does. So we can do this one right away, which is good. Or we could do this one, and then this leads to what? Reunification. Oh, so we annex them. I think I know which path I want to do. Okay, oh yeah, and then we do have diversions in the Soviet Union, so these cost political power, and what do? Change popularity of non-aligned. Okay. Germans have canceled their non-aggression pact with us. They do have that war goal on the USSR, so let's see if they declare that. I'm not sure how long they've had that for, but we'll see if anything comes of that. Stalin has finally done it and taken out Trotsky. And why does Italy own Norway? I don't know how there are 5 German divisions here, but there are 5 German divisions here. Alright, we can finally head to hybrid war, where the Soviets will get thrown into a civil war. Let's do it. And look at the Soviet stability and war support. It is just destroyed. It is just nothing. And they are almost up to 5 million casualties. Alright, let's see what happens with this hybrid war. My game is frozen. Hybrid war is done, and look at this. Russia has popped free. Okay, and we do need to be at peace, so we probably will need to destroy the Soviet Union before we just annex Russia. Their lines are so very thin now. I think it's time we hit the magic button. This push is going pretty much without any hiccups. We're only up to 300,000 casualties, and they are at 93% towards capitulation. There we go. The Soviet Union has capitulated. And there, I just gave all of that land to Russia, because we should just be able to annex them through this focus. Let's watch as we annex this whole Russian state with a simple focus. Oh, yes, okay, and we are now White Russia everywhere. We don't have cores on this yet, but with this focus, Russian Federation, we do get cores on all that stuff. I think we shall set our sights on the Germans and the Axis. Alright, let's see how many factories and how much manpower we get. 4.5 million manpower, 350 factories, and we are now the Russian Federation. Nice, and with decommunization, we change Stalingrad to Balakgrad. And we come to a choice, the final choice in our focus tree. We can either do an unexpected statement, where our leader, Mr. Bulak, actually proclaims himself as the reincarnation of Peter I and claims to be a Romanov, or we can do the Slavic protection path and become the Pan-Slavic Union. Okay, this one sounds very schizo, but this one sounds more fun. Looks like we can get all of the Balkans as cores, or at least the Slavic peoples. So let's do Slavic protection. Sorry, Bulak, I don't think anybody will believe you if you say that you're Peter I reincarnated. We are down this far in our focus tree. It is March 45. So I think I'll use this focus to start the war with the Axis, but let's do negotiations with Warsaw and membership of Czechoslovakia first. We will start with Poland. Alright, that fully just gave us all of Poland. Brothers united indeed. As you can see, I've been absolutely crapping out divisions with the new Russian industry. Membership of Czechoslovakia has been done. Let's do buffer zone. Finally get at war with the Axis. Buffer zone done. We will declare on Romania, causing 0% tension. Alright, fair enough. And they actually are trying to push us. They might. They could push us. They have a lot of troops on our line, so I'm just going to hold back for now. Except in Romania. I do want to push Romania a bit. And I'll just let our air do the damage to the Germans. And I will push them out of East Prussia as well. My cast is all in place on the front lines. I'm ready to hit the magic button everywhere. Let's see if we can push. We are one tile out of Berlin. We are just casting them to oblivion. And there, we have made it into Berlin. This has been a very successful push. And Romania has capitulated. Very nice. I finally have some tanks out, so I'm getting them to the front. We've already taken 620,000 casualties, half of which pretty much are to the Germans. And how many have we inflicted? Yes, 1.2 million. Now, I probably could just take out the Germans and everybody if I wanted to, but I'm actually having fun. Yes, you heard me. Fun. And there goes Bulgaria with the capture of Sofia. Here is hopefully the final armored thrust until we are able to proclaim the Pan-Slavic Union. There we go. With the capture of Belgrade, we are able to do Leader of the Slavs. There we go. This is all encircled now. Oh, that is so lovely. Alright, we have officially taken 1 million casualties, again over half of which to the Germans, but we've inflicted 4.2 million casualties, and it looks like somebody has nuked Vienna. That is not me. Okay, I guess with that we will hit all of the magic buttons possible. And the Germans have capitulated, and one day left, we will be proclaimed the Pan-Slavic Union. There we go. Focus done. We are now the Pan-Slavic Union, and we have 1,000 factories. But look at how glorious we are. We started out as just little old Belarus, and now we have united the Slavic people. And the Italian Civil War, we have the puppet, of course. There goes Vichy. And they have capitulated. Sorry, I would have checked the casualties had I known, but we have 55% of the war score. There we go. Peace deal is done. We have taken 60 states. Look at all the land we have gained. What a fun game. If you've watched this far, please consider leaving a like or subscribing. It would mean a lot to me. Thank you again for 5,000 subscribers. I can't believe I'm at 5,000 subscribers, and I can't believe I've gotten here this quickly. So yeah, that'll do it for this one. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.